A little prep, but a lot of play. Here are 10 play-based activities your students will absolutely love. Okay, so crazy fact, taking play out of the classroom can actually contribute to behavior issues. Let me tell you why. So when our students play, their prefrontal cortex, part of the brain, is actually developing, and this is logical thinking and self-control. Second, play actually helps to develop social emotional skills. It helps students develop empathy. It helps them grow and develop their communication as well as cooperation. Okay, and I know what you're probably thinking, which is, okay, Catherine, that all sounds awesome. I have so much on my plate. How do I add one more thing? And I've totally been there. And that's actually why I created these activities, because I wanted something that could hit all those standards, right? Because we need to teach all the curriculum and hit all the standards. But we also want to do right by our students and do things that are developmentally appropriate. So the activities I'll be sharing with you today actually help blend those learning objectives, but they're also very play-based. So your students are still learning, but they're so immersed in play, and they're also growing and developing that prefrontal cortex that we want. So it is a win-win situation. And these activities are ones that I used in my own classroom, and I actually personally made them. But I just wanted to share them with you just to kind of give you some ideas and kind of get your creative juices flowing. So that way you could totally recreate them in your classroom, or maybe you take them and it inspires you to do, something kind of a little different and tweak it. It's however you want. I just want to share some ideas so that way you can kind of get brainstorming and really get thinking in that kind of play-based mindset. And all these activities are absolutely thematic. They have to be, right? Is it teaching if it's not thematic? So it's going to be one for each month. And make sure that you stick around to the end of this video, because I'm actually going to be giving you a free activity that you can download and use in your classroom ASAP. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so the first activity I have is a say it, build it, count it. So what your students are going to do is we're going to tap into that total physical response. So they're going to say the number, then they're going to build it, physically build it, and then they're going to count it. So they're seeing it, they're saying it, and they're building it and doing it with their hands. So you've hit quite a few things here. So you have your fine motor, you have cardinality, you have your one-to-one and letter formation. So this one really packs a lot of punch. The next activity is apple, apple, worm. The kiddos don't look, and they pull out either a card or a worm, and they have to say the apple sound. They say the letter sound, and they get to keep it. But if they pull a worm, then they have to put all of their apples back. And basically, the kiddo with the most apples wins. This one's super fun because you could kind of sit down on the carpet and do a whole group over you want, or I like to do it in a small group. So there are kind of different variations you can do with this one. This one hits letters and sounds, and it also kind of helps encourage turn taking and cooperation and communication. So you got to pull out your googly eyes for the next one. It's the monster roll and cover. I like to just put it on a tray, like in a small group setting, and the kiddos just roll the dice. They look at how many are on their die, they find the number, and then they cover it with the googly eye, and then they kind of do it until it's all covered. And this one hits cardinality. They'll hit that one-to-one, and a little bit of fine motor here because it can be kind of tricky to pick up those googly eyes. The next one is pumpkin pie letters. So you're going to laminate a mat and throw some shaving cream on it. Again, I would recommend doing this probably in a small group. And the kiddos pull a letter, and then they practice making that letter in their pumpkin pie. So this is so hands-on. It's so much fun. They're practicing letter recognition and letter formation, and it's just so fun and engaging. Now, I do want to say with this one, make sure that you let your kiddos know before they do the activity to not eat the shaving cream, because I had a kiddo, I guess she thought it was whipped cream, and she ate it, and another student was like, oh my gosh, Sarah just had some. And I was like, oh, great. So call the nurse. What do I do? It was kind of a whole thing. So that's when I realized, okay, I need to remind my students before we do any shaving cream activity, do not eat it. It is not whipped cream. The next one is alphabet Christmas lights. So this one, they just grab a letter, they say it, and they find it and color it. So this one hits that letter recognition, and it also hits that fine motor because they're practicing with their coloring. The next one is ice cube patterns. So I just grabbed some like little plastic ice cube trays from the Dollar Tree and just use your snap cubes or Unifix cubes, and kiddos will just make whatever pattern you have. So you can just have some pattern strips and they can make their AB patterns, AABB, all sorts of patterns, and they just build them in those ice trays. With this one, they're working on patterns, obviously, as well as a little bit of fine motor practice and some color recognition too. The next one is sort and count conversation hearts. I feel like anything with food is just going to be a hit, right? They're already immediately like have bought in. This one hits color recognition, it hits sorting, it hits counting, and it even hits a little bit of those sight words because you can have them look at the heart and just kind of have them read all the color sight words too as well. The next one is a St. Patrick's Day rhymes does not rhyme sorting. So kiddos pull up a card, they look at it and they see, does this rhyme or not rhyme? So like if the picture is like dog and frog, do they put that in the rhyme or does not rhyme? Maybe another picture is like broom and cat, and then they do rhyme or does not rhyme. So this one obviously hits rhyming, but also a little sorting there as well. So the next one is Ladybug Edition. You'll just have a ladybug there and get some black pom-poms, and you got to get your tweezers from Lakeshore, right? That's essential to practice that fine motor. It's so fun and so good for the kids. Have them roll 2 die. They're going to count both of them, and then they will add that many spots on the ladybug. You can also modify this one, so maybe you don't want to do addition. You can just grab 1 die and have them roll it and then count it and then put that many spots on the ladybug. The next one is a flower building count. So you're just going to have your little flowers with the number on it, and then grab your Unifix cubes and you'll just have them look at the number and then build that many for the stem on the bottom. So if the flower has 3 on it, they're going to grab 3 Unifix cubes and build that as that's how many the stem has. This one has number recognition, cardinality, number blocks, and also a little bit of fine motor where they're practicing putting together those little blocks. Okay, so those are my 10 play-based learning activities. I hope that they helped you, give you some ideas and kind of inspired you for your own classroom. They're thematic. There's one a month for you. And if you'd like to skip all kind of the work of making it yourself, you can totally grab my bundle of hands-on learning activities. It's a giant bundle of over 234 themed play-based activities, ready for you to print and use in your classroom right away. It's over 1,000 pages of play-based learning activities. Check in the description below for the link. And I cannot send you away empty-handed, my friend. So I actually pulled one of the activities from the bundle and I have it as a free download for you today. It's my Gumball grab activity. It's so much fun. It hits that fine motor, it's number recognition. The kids absolutely love it. So check in the description below. I'll link it there for you to grab today and use ASAP. And when you see that magical shift in your classroom happen after you see all the play-based learning going on, the rest of the bundle will be waiting for you. All right, that's all for now, my friend. I'll see you in the next one. And until then, happy play-based learning.